this is not how Vlogmas was supposed to go. Let me give you a little backstory. It might be a long one. Grab a drink. I don't know what you're like, but grab a drink. So, 2 years ago, if you were on my TikTok, I had a really bad arm injury, and this injury was caused from dancing. I subluxated my elbow, causing a radial head fracture. The radial head is this bone right here, and I caused a radial head fracture and a scaphoid fracture. A scaphoid is the bone right here. So, 2 years ago, obviously we're still in the midst of COVID. COVID was still a big thing. And I'm stubborn, so unless it's literally falling off, I'm probably not going to go to the doctors. So it took me a while to go to the doctors, and then when I did eventually go to the doctors, I had to go to 5 separate doctors for them to actually diagnose all of the fractures in my arm, because I would say, hey, I've got really bad pain in my elbow. I have had a radial head injury before on this arm during my last semester of college. There's a video. I'll see if I can find the video of my elbow breaking. It's quite funny. It's not graphic or anything. It's just funny. You'll see exactly where I broke it, but I broke this bone here, and then I kept dancing in the show. I keep dancing, didn't think anything of it. I was like, oh, that kind of hurt, but didn't really think anything of it. Then my dance teacher, shout out to her, made me go to the urgent care. So I went to the urgent care, and they were like, yeah, you've got a radial head fracture. Wear this sling for 3 weeks and don't dance. And I ignored that advice. But then I did wear the sling eventually after, and it healed, and it was perfect, and it was good. So I already had that experience. So when I went for this arm, I explained that I had that experience, and they were like, okay, you can't have a sore wrist and a sore elbow at the same time. I was like, but I do. I have a really sore wrist and a really sore elbow. Obviously, I can't feel both of those at the same time. They were like, no, you can't. So it took me 5 different doctors, 5 different hospitals, and then 2 different surgeons to diagnose the fractures that I had in my arm 2 years ago. If you want to know more about it, it is on my TikTok. I think there's a playlist. It's arm updates or something. But it's on my TikTok if you want to go and check that out. So, to be on today's story, you know when you're trying to find the words to explain how ridiculous this is? That's where we're at. So, essentially, I opened the door. I went like this. I'm going to sit side on. I went like this. And my elbow subluxated, so it kind of just went like this. And then the subluxation of my elbow triggered a tendon up here to go, and then the ricochet effect caused this bone here, so my radius, to be injured again with tendon and ligament damage, and then the ricochet caused my scaphoid, which is the bone we were talking about that's in here, to break into 2 pieces. So I had to go to the hospital. We got some scans, we got some x-rays. I saw a hand surgeon, an orthopedic specialist, and 2 different doctors. And we have this temporary cast thing on until tomorrow, when we go back to the hand surgeon, because we have to get surgery to fuse the 2 bits of the broken bone together, because there's no blood supply in your scaphoid. I'll put a diagram on the screen of where your scaphoid is and why it's so difficult to manage a scaphoid injury. But we have to schedule surgery to get this one fixed. I had to get my nerves released in my arm, so I had nerve release surgery on Friday, which was really quick, outpatient. Again, I'll put a description on the screen of what a nerve release is, because I'm not quite sure. And so I've got this temporary cast, and if I roll my sleeve up a little, you can see that it's solid here. This is pretty solid. I can't do anything. This is all solid. But then on this side, it's soft. So this is just a temporary cast to allow for swelling, which the swelling, it hurts so bad. My fingers hurt so bad. I've not slept in 2 days because of my fingers hurting so bad, and because it's so heavy, it's putting a strain on my shoulder, so my shoulder's now getting really sore. So thank goodness it's the appointment tomorrow. We're gonna go tomorrow, and see the doctor. They're going to put me in a full arm cast, so one from here, encompassing my thumb, all the way up to here. And then hopefully I'll get a sling for the weight because it's really heavy. And then we're getting an MRI, an ultrasound, and surgery is getting scheduled. So my arm's a little broken, but it's a good thing because I'm on the right track to get it mended. I've had the worst arm pain for like 2 years, on and off. I could like do simple things like open doors and it would cause pain when I'm dancing, but I hyperextend my arm. So like if I move over, this elbow kind of hyperextends still, but not as bad. This one does really hyperextend, but even when I like go like do this, I get pain in this arm. Or like if I'm in first position, I get pain in this arm. Or like fifth position, pain in this arm. So at least we're now on the way to getting it fixed. I'm super duper happy. And that's why Vlogmas yesterday was kind of awful. So if you want to follow along on the arm update journey, let's subscribe, like, comment, all those things. If you want to catch up with the arm journey, it is on my TikTok, and I'm going to make a new arm journey on TikTok so y'all can follow along with that as well. But thank you so much for watching today's Vlogmas, and I will see you tomorrow. Love ya.